I'm back and I'm dropping frames like mad, I see. Why? Oh, maybe it just needed to rev up here. It just needed to rev up. Yeah, now it's not dropping anymore. And we're in queue, and it's kind of a long queue this time. Damn, what a long queue. Ah! 461. 459. It's a popular game right now. Maybe that was a little too loud. Getting some instability in my connection, too. Maybe something's happening. Connection troubles or something? We waiting. Waiting for Q. I want to at least do the tutorial. If it's too laggy, I'll have to just try not streaming and see if that affects it. But, damn, the queue is long this time. It went fast before, now it's going slowly. Uh, well, maybe I'll just come back after Q pops. I don't know. Put it in text in queue. There you go. Still waiting. It's getting closer. We're getting closer to entering the game once again. $70 more people and I'm in. Getting closer. Now, what is this? Top 10 in the current tournament. Oh. I see. Gotta charge my phone. 10% phone. Oh. Huh, 50 more people. Here we go. About to get back in here and see if it's a little less laggy. I think it was just, I don't know. I'm not sure what the issues were. They had really high RAM usage.
You may have seen on the map that certain territory tiles are claimed. To claim a tile, you must deploy a territory unit on the ground. Let's have a look at one. Follow the waypoint. As you can see, it's quite huge. Once a territory unit is deployed onto a tile, this tile belongs to you. It means you can start to build constructs on it, you can decide who holds rights to dig the ground, and whom else can also build next to you. Territory units are quite expensive and will probably not be the first thing you deploy on Alioth. Instead, we have a much better way to let you grab a piece of land. Let's discover this now. Follow the waypoint behind you, to the elevator on the end of the room, and move up. This will take us to the observatory. Welcome to the observatory. From here, you should be able to see Alioth's moons in the sky. One of them is a very special moon, called a sanctuary moon. We will explain what that means, but first, let's try to locate it. Let's open the map again by pressing the map key. The map also contains a solar system view. Click on the. Here you can see all the planets currently accessible in the system. Select Alioth, the planet where you currently are located. As you can see, Alioth has 3 moons. One of them looks a bit like a twin of Alioth and is marked with a small shield icon. This is the Sanctuary Twin Moon, or the Twin for short. Select it by clicking on it. Excellent. Now, let's click the Set Destination button to get a Good. Now, before we leave, let's have a look at the surface of this moon and find out why it's called a sanctuary. Click on the view. This twin moon, just like Alioth or any other planet, is also covered with tiles that you can claim. A sanctuary moon is a moon where no combat will ever occur, as it is a safe zone. This means that every territory you claim will remain yours forever, and nobody can take your belongings or build anything there without your consent. This is a great way to create a safe haven to store your valuables and build your home. Getting to a sanctuary moon and claim a tile should be your first goal in Dual Universe. You can claim only one tile on a sanctuary moon, and you will need a special sanctuary territory unit for that purpose. Let's go and get one. It's free for all new Novians. Close the map window. Notice how the sanctuary twin moon is now identified by the waypoint in the sky. There is a shuttle service, which we will introduce at the end of this tutorial, that can bring you there. Now, let's get your sanctuary territory unit. Simply follow the waypoint to the nearby dispenser and activate it. Fantastic! Now that you are equipped with your territory unit, let's get back to the rest of the tutorial. Head down via the nearby elevators. Now is the time to present the key pillar activities that are available for Novians. Each of these will be presented here quickly, and you will later be able to discover more about them via the institutes and their dedicated tutorials. Let's head to the mining station first. Follow the waypoint towards the downstairs platform. Mining is one of the primary activities. This is how you acquire raw materials, if you don't simply buy them on the markets. Those materials are located either on the planet's surface, or they can be buried kilometers deep underground. Surface materials have a low value, while more valuable materials, from level 1 to level 5, are found deeper. As is often the case, to access the surface mining activity, you will need a tool. Here is the Harvest tool, which is highlighted in the toolbar below. Pointing at harvestable elements on the surface and clicking on them, while the Harvest tool is equipped, will allow you to collect them. Press the quick access key for this tool. Great. Unfortunately, there are no surface harvestable elements here, so you will need to go through the dedicated tutorial in the Mining Institute to practice. Now, unequip this tool by pressing again the quick. To begin mining deep underground, you will need a way to scan for available materials in a large radius. This is the job of the scanner tool, highlighted here. Once in close range, the directional detector will help you pinpoint the location of the material. Finally, to collect the found material, or simply to dig your way down, you will use the mining tool, highlighted just below. You'll learn more about this in the interactive mining tutorial, located inside the Mining Institute. Now, let's talk about the markets. Get close to the waypoint.
It's missing so many options, like the textures. Like, where's the rest of the settings? Where's the advanced tab? This isn't supposed to be all of, there should be more than just this. Maybe with time. Oh, and going into the menu made the, whatever, text go away.
Markets are an essential part of Novian life. This is where you can sell the materials you mine, but also buy anything that you might need. Markets are physically located in the world. They are accessible either via market pod units, like the one in front of you, or via the integrated nanomarket interface. The nanomarket interface allows you to browse markets at a distance, but cannot help you to deposit or recover items that are traded. For that, you will need to directly interact with a market pod. Very quickly, let's have a look at what the nanomarket interface looks like. To open it, press the nanomarket key.
Hold on, I need to try to get some skills training on this character, like right away. Talents. F2's talents. Yeah, let's get something training immediately while I'm doing stuff. Are we training one? Just get something training. Anything. While we're doing this. Otherwise it's a waste of time. Just like EVE Online. Get your training going. At all times be training something. I've already wasted however much time like a half hour or something that it took me to get back in, wasted. Let's just queue it up for now. That's a week of training right there. A damn week of training. There's so much. There's so many skills to look at. Music's pretty nice. So many skills to look at. It's crazy. Let's just get some more things stacked on, and we can rearrange them later to make certain things learn faster. For now, it's important to just get them done, get them on. Fuel tank optimization. What's that? That seems important. It all seems pretty important. This is why people have multiple characters. Alright, we got 50 days of skill training in here. We're gonna leave it for now. Alright, let's continue the mission. Uh-oh. The text moved. Markets. I don't know what you want me to do now. Open the nano market interface. What button is it? Damn it, your instructions moved. I need new instructions. We're doomed. I don't know how to get over there to scroll the chat. Is there a waypoint that I need to see? Not seeing a waypoint. It says to open the nano markets.
You can search for a particular item that you would like to trade by
way.
using these search boxes. Nitron is a fuel you will often use and frequently buy. Type Nitron in the search box to get You can see the market orders for Nitron. These are all the intentions to buy or sell Nitron by other players on various markets in the solar system. You can pick the cheapest or the nearest offer, depending on your priorities. You can also create your own buy or sell orders, or let the system pick the best offer for you. We will look into this at the end of this tutorial, when we will buy Nitron for your speeder vehicle.
Okay.
For now, let's close the nanomarket interface and continue our visit. Okay. Let's now have a look at another important activity, industry. Go to the industry station, just a few meters on the left. In front of you is an assembly line, one of the many industry unit elements in the game, which includes things like chemical reactors, glass furnaces, refineries, or smelters. Each industry unit type is specialized through certain types of recipes. The assembly line can take ingredients in an entry container, like the one here on the left, and then run a recipe to craft elements. The elements are stored in the exit container, as seen here on the right, that can be chained as an entry container for another industry unit. To select the recipe, there is an industry unit interface that you will learn about in the dedicated industry tutorial, inside the Industry Institute. Thankfully, entry-level recipes for simple products can be run without an industry unit. For that, you can use your integrated nano. Excellent. Now, let's open the NanoCrafter by pressing the NanoCrafter key. We are going to craft some fuel. Great. This interface allows you to pick a recipe and run it in the background to produce simple products. On the left is a selection area to pick a recipe. You currently have just a few ingredients, which are excellent. Now, let's click on Nitron Fuel to select the corresponding recipe. The panel that appeared shows you the necessary ingredients, which you just retrieved from the dispenser. It also offers the possibility to add this crafting job to the queue. Simply click on Add to Queue to start producing a batch of 100. Fantastic! As you can see, your job is now in the queue and you will have a batch of Nitron ready in a few seconds. That will be all for this short introduction. There is of course more to know, and you can go to the Industry Institute to go through the specialized tutorials. For now, let's close this window. In general, crafting jobs will continue in the background, and you will get notifications when jobs are completed. Okay, now let's learn about building, and how you can use all these materials and elements to create amazing constructs. Just turn to the station on your right. This bizarre construction in front of you is called a construct. It is a mix of deployed voxel materials used to sculpt a shape, and deployed elements to make it functional. The first element you deploy to create a construct is a core unit, as highlighted here. It will create a building zone, within which you will be allowed to build. Core units come in different sizes, and also specializations. Static core units are for ground buildings, dynamic core units are for ships or anything that moves, and space core unit are for space stations. Once you have created your building zone, you can start to deploy matter, as voxel honeycomb materials, or voxels for short. You have a large palette of tools and materials to help you sculpt absolutely anything you like, regardless of shape or complexity. Finally, you can add elements to your construct, in the form of engines, doors, lights, fuel tanks, or any of the hundreds of available elements that provide functionality to your builds. Building is a vast subject. It is advised to go through the various building tutorials located inside the Building Institute. Note that the building you are currently in, as well as all the other buildings outside, are entirely made with the in-game building tools. Also, some of the cool constructs you can build not only include static buildings, but also space or atmospheric ships. Let's have a look at this now. Follow the waypoint to the next station. This is a surface speeder, a very basic ground atmospheric vehicle that is both convenient and cheap to build, and allows you to move around planet surfaces. You'll be gifted one at the end of this tutorial. Everything in this speeder is functional and plays a role in making it work. Let's quickly review the different elements that it's composed of. Here are the hover engines, which help the speeder float above the ground. These extra small atmospheric engines are used for propulsion and moving forward. They require fuel, taken from this atmospheric fuel tank. Adjusters are small elements used to create rotational forces and help balance your ship. You also need brakes to be able to slow down. And finally, you need a piloting seat to be able to fly it. Activating this piloting seat activates the ship, which is how you take control of it. All these elements are orchestrated via a Lua script that is generated automatically for you. But you can also modify it via a right-click menu on the piloting seat to create absolutely any kind of control you like. Note that piloting in the atmosphere of a planet or in outer space can be very different, and involves different types of engines and design. Gravity may ground you if you have a heavy cargo on a high-gravity planet, while it won't matter in the darkness of space. In Dual Universe, piloting is an art, a subtle interplay between your piloting skills and the craftsmanship of the ship designer. You can learn more about piloting in the dedicated tutorials in the Piloting Institute. Piloting is not only about navigating your ship, but will often also involve combat. Look up at the fighter above your head. I've highlighted the weapons that are equipped on this small ship. There are many more types of weapons, ammunition, and damage types. Each has a specific role. This is a small fighter, but you can also build giant battleships with a crew of hundreds of people, each assigned to a particular task. There is much more to discover about combat, so you should definitely visit the Military Institute to know more. Now, let's go to the last station and learn about organizations. Follow the waypoint.
See if I can steal the design. Can't see the inner workings, like what's back there behind the pilot. Is that armor?
Oh, it's much faster now.
Yeah, it is.
Organizations are a fundamental part of your social life as a Novian.
My
They are
social
groups
life.
that you can join, covering things like nations, corporations, alliances, or even group of pirates.
Pirates?
Let's have a quick look at the organization interface. As you can expect, you are not part of any organization yet. Let's click the search button to find out what are the currently existing organizations. You can search through this list, focusing on open organizations, which are recruiting, or sorting by member numbers, name, or language. To apply for an organization, you need to open its details page. Click on the name of any of the listed organizations to open its details page.
This is the one that I'll probably join. The streamer I watch.
In this window, you can see a summary of relevant information regarding this organization. This area will allow you to apply to join this organization, along with a place to write a quick introduction to go along with it. Joining an organization can be a considerable boost for your new life as a Novian. Choose wisely. You can now close the detail window. You can, of course, also decide to create your organization from scratch, even if this is a little bit more advanced. For example, managing an organization involves legates and members, rules, voting, and management of rights. This is something you will discover later. You can now close the organization interface. Excellent. You have covered the basics. Now, let's move to the next step and talk about talents. Follow the waypoint.
Talents.
To start with, let's open the talent window by pressing the talent key.
F2, which I've already been there once.
Talents define your character abilities. They are grouped into categories that are displayed all around your avatar in this window. Here, for example, is the mining and inventory group. Click on it.
Click on it. I'm in here. I'm already there. Did I screw it up because I jumped in and put skills before it was ready for me to do it? God dang it. Could have. Click on it. I'm here. Oh boy. Well, folks, looks like I may not be able to finish that part of the tutorial. Maybe I should take the skills out of my queue and then I can finish it. It might be thrown off by me already having skills queued. Oh, okay. Let's rewind objective. Shift page down. Up.
Talents define your character abilities. They are grouped into categories that are displayed all around your avatar in this window. Here, for example, is the mining and inventory group. Click on it.
Okay, let's just skip to the next.
Excellent. Now, look on the left at the list. Finally, select the nanopack. Very good. Talents can be upgraded from level 1 up to level 5 by spending talent points in increasing quantities. Each level acquired provides a boost to a certain characteristic described just below its name. For example, here the nanopack upgrades helps to increase the size of the inventory by 200 liters for each talent level acquired.
Cool.
The amount of talent points you currently have is displayed in the upper part of the screen. Talent points automatically accumulate, even when you are offline, at a slow rate, shown here. To consume points to instantly train a particular talent, you could simply use the Invest Points button I just highlighted, assuming you have enough points for the talent you are aiming for. Most of the time, you have very little accumulated points, because the rate of accumulation is slow. Instead, you can decide to queue a talent, and enter an active learning phase, which considerably boosts the talent point acquisition rate. Let's train the first level of the Nanopack Upgrades talent. Press the Queue Talent button. As you can see, the selected talent now displays in the queue. You can queue several talents to train one after the other.
She's too slow.
Note
I was
that
already
dependencies
training.
between talents might exist, and you should train talents in the right order. See how the acquisition rate is much faster during active learning, when a talent is in a queue. Acquired points are immediately assigned to the talent which is currently being trained. It is a good practice to always have several talents scheduled in the queue, to be able to train them without interruption. Note that talents also train when you are offline. So, make sure to always have a filled queue that spans a long duration. If the queue ends when you are not online, you will fall back to the slow talent point accumulation rate. Take your time to review the existing talents, and think about how you want to plan them out. There is no rule of thumb here. You can become hyper-specialized, or decide to be a jack of all trades. When you're ready, you can close the talent window.
I should try to specialize, but it's hard. Because you always come across more things that you need. Like, I need this, I need that, I need this too. And before you know it, you're a jack of all trades. Like, damn it. Oh, 6 per minute. Okay. Master of mining. And piloting.
At this point, you might be confused by the vast number of interfaces and their various shortcuts. Thankfully, you don't have to remember all that. Let's enter into free mouse mode by pressing the free mouse key. The menu on the left gathers all the quick accesses to the available interfaces. And since your mouse is now free, you can simply click on them. Note that you can also select the tools in your toolbar, and generally interact with many more menus and options in this mode. One example is the notification icon in the lower right part of the screen, which you can now access. Now is also a good time to learn about the Codex, which is a general written tutorial about the game. You can browse the many topics in the selection menu here. Normally when you leave the free mouse mode, Temporary windows are closed, but not the windowed codecs. So it can be helpful to pin some help content on the side while you play the game. For now, we are going to close this window, as we will need the screen space for the remainder of this tutorial. Simply click again on the windowed codecs menu. As we are talking about help, let me mention hints. Hints will appear regularly on the right during the game, depending on your actions, to give you some help. I've triggered a hint for you right now. You can review them later from the hint window, or simply by pressing the hint key, so you will never miss one. Okay. You can now close the free mouse mode and Now, it's time to discover a really fun activity that is available to you right from the start.
A really
Let's
fun
go
activity.
through the large exits, down the stairs, to the waypoint. Welcome to the Surrogate VR stations. These stations can be used to enter a VR session to control a remote robot in telepresence. This is a fantastic way to discover locations and familiarize yourself with the game, perhaps even visit a large organization headquarters, or simply play tourist in extraordinary places. You first enter into a VR stations like this one by activating it. You can then select the destination site, among those that are public and are made accessible to you. You take control of a robot that awaits in a distant pod. Anyone can deploy a pod in their construct and make it public, so that visitors can arrive. As a robot, your capacities are limited, however, so this is just a way to visit an area remotely, as opposed to teleporting there directly. These are fake stations, you cannot use them. But I will show you the real one on the way out, a bit later. One last thing, you may have noticed those buttons with a question mark on them. They are info buttons. They are placed in front of points of interest and you can press on them to display an informational message. Try it now, and activate this button.
Okay. I did it, yeah. I did it. Didn't I? Next.
Great. Info buttons close themselves automatically, but you can also force them out with the cancel key. Another powerful way to discover things by yourself in Dual Universe is to use the helper system. Simply point at anything in the world, or in the user interface, and press the helper key. Try it now on something in the world around you. Good, let's continue. The next important thing to learn about is the notion of rights. Everything you own can be shared with others, but it is by default only accessible to you. For example, try to deactivate the highlighted force field on the left. You can do it by pointing at it and pressing the interaction key, and see what happens. You received an action forbidden message, telling you that the owner of this element did not share it with you. This is actually how you can make your construct secure against intruders. Now, in the same way, try to activate the left button, that controls the light above.
Keep doing it too fast, I guess.
Again, the right to activate has not been given to you. Now instead, try to activate the button on the right. I have given you the right to use it. As you can see, this time it worked. You can control the light by pressing this button. To set up an element's rights in a simple way, you can use the right-click menu on an element that you own. Try it on the button in front of you. Here, you can access the Share element, or Share Construct options, in the Construct submenu, which will allow you to grant rights to others. You can A much more complex system is available for advanced players that allows for fine-tuned rights control, in particular for organizations. You can share whole constructs, manage specific types of rights, and create groups of players with certain abilities. But this is way beyond the scope of this introduction. You should try the rights management tutorial instead. Now, simply deactivate the force field on your right by pointing at it and pressing the interaction key. Don't worry, I have given you the proper rights. Very good. Now, let's continue our visit and go down to the lower level, using the elevator at the end of the room. On both sides of this corridor, you will find resurrection nodes. Drawing on the consequences of the Everett interpretation of quantum mechanics, we were able to design a technology which preserves your state of consciousness across multiple realities. We control the multiverse in order to branch you onto a version of reality where you happen to respawn here on one of these platforms whenever you die. So, you cannot really die. There is always a version of the universe in the multiverse where you wake up here.
This is still training.
Beware that when you die,
LOL.
your inventory will not be
It is.
preserved, so don't take death too lightly.
There's a lot of
It's important to know
tutorial.
that you can craft or buy your own resurrection nodes. You can then install them in your ship or in your home. When respawning, you will always appear at the nearest active resurrection node, so in general you don't have to always get back to this room. Alright, so we are now almost ready to exit the starting hub. The last step is about collecting components to allow you to build a speeder ground vehicle. Follow the waypoint in the direction of the exit. On both sides of this room are demonstration versions of two of the most popular UEF hovercraft speeders. These ground vehicles are extremely efficient to quickly navigate the surface of a planet, and you will need one during the first steps of your journey. Distances are real, and transportation is a necessity. One way to acquire these speeders is to get a blueprint and to run it. Each of the highlighted dispenser will grant you the blueprint of the speeder next to them. Go get one of them by activating the dispenser. You can pick the one you prefer, or take them both. To run a blueprint, you can simply double-click on it while it's in your inventory, to deploy it into the world. You will be guided by the ghost bounding box that will appear. We will do that later. Another requirement to be able to deploy a blueprint is that you possess all its necessary components, materials and elements. The dispenser in front of you contains everything needed to be able to deploy one speeder. Go to the dispenser and activate it. Oh, I also squeezed in a resurrection node that will prove very useful soon.
It will. Am I gonna die?
Now, don't deploy your blueprint right away. You may need to do that later on a sanctuary moon. But keep it in your inventory, it will soon come handy. Blueprints can also be created by you when you've built a construct and want to save a copy of it for yourself. You can of course also use it to mass produce your creations and to sell them. Blueprints are like intellectual property and can become very precious indeed. That being said, this concludes the starting hub portion. Look around you. This room is also a sort of small museum showing many elements and materials that you may want to learn about. Simply press on the info buttons, or use the helper key to know more about each element on display. When you are finished, you can exit through the front door, which is now open. Welcome to the outside world. In front of you is a large parking area where many ships come and go, mostly to get to the nearby market. Let's actually go on the other side, where we will find the market and the institutes. Follow the waypoint ahead. You can run by pressing the run modifier, but you can also sprint at great speed by hovering above the ground thanks to your jetpack. Simply double tap the forward key. Try it now.
Yeah, this area is pretty, it's a little busy. A little busy out here. Ooh, building? Oh, it just hadn't rendered. Hello? I could see everything your ship is made of. I thought it was like still building or something. Yeah, all of these ships, they are player designs. Somebody designed each one of these. And players can sell blueprints or sell the ships. This person is flying a rectangle. I mean, hey, sometimes you just do what you gotta do. I mean, hey. Not everyone is freaking Da Vinci. Yeah, these designs with the sides on them are kind of like, oh, what's up? Not bad design. I like this one though. This one looks good. Wow. That's something else. You got your flying boxes. That's simple, but pretty effective. This guy took a one smack too many. That's the hover thingy. For sale. Oh.
Alt F4 to see wireframe.
Oh wow, Alt F4? Nice. Damn, I want to see wireframes. Wait, it's not working. It's not working. Oh, I think my F4 button is broken.
Tongue sticking out.
God, it's so laggy out here. I don't know if it's because of the buildings. It's beyond laggy. Alright, let's go to this market. Ah, I cannot move. I cannot move. Oh, I can move now. Oh, the game actually closed. Game actually closed. Son of a... Game actually closed. Rip. Back into queue we go. Game actually fucking closed.
Wait, did you really click Alt F4?
No, I did not. But the game surely closed. You cursed me.
LOL. Sorry, M8.
Yeah, I was just walking along and it just kind of, did its little hiccup freezy thing. I'm like, uh-oh, okay. Let's recover, whatever. Oop, nope. It did not recover. It closed instead. Okay.
Yo, it's saved, LOL.
Oh yeah, it's saved. Problem is there's a queue though. There's a 600 person queue, so I'm gonna sit here for a while. At least I have skills training. But yeah, we're gonna sit here for a while. Damn, that's beta for you.
LOL.
It's so loud. Hold on.
Who just advertised your email for nothing?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. There's all of 2 people here. And it's not too much of a stretch off of my username, you know?
Haha.
Oh, here it is. It's so loud. Let me bring it down a little here.
True. Don't worry, I won't spam you.
Okay.
Same LOL.
Haha. There, it's safe. It's moving pretty quickly, kinda. Kinda, sorta. You play this game, Fligo? Also, thanks for the follow. Yeah, right when you right when you followed, it was like, poof. Maybe the alert thing knocked me off somehow. I mean,
In world right now.
that seems so unlikely that the alert could knock me off, but it was like, ding, poof. You're in world right now. How long have you been playing? You one of those beta people, closed beta folks, or you just getting in?
Since alpha.
Ah, okay. Okay, nice. Yeah. You guys with the head start on those skill points. It's like EVE Online with those that timed skills. That was part of why I was like, you know what? Let me get in there and get in there now. Because get that skill queue rolling.
Not really. It's easy to catch up.
Is it? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna specialize. I like mining. Like in EVE, I did lots of mining, so I might start by focusing mining. But end of the day, I'm not sure. I know it's really important to have skills in piloting to some degree to manage like reaching the escape altitude, and then fuel efficiency is going to be really important if I'm going to be moving any kind of materials the usage of fuel is gonna cut into your profit. I witnessed that on a stream. The guy was like, "Oh, I bought whatever it was he bought, or whatever he did." He was like, "I've spent more flying here now because he had to fly from the
Yeah,
moon back to the
I'm on
planet."
mining too.
Mining
And
industry. Yeah, I enjoy that sort of stuff. I'm not the best with the logistics. I know you can like build a factory that's kind of like Factorio, where it's automated doing stuff. And I'm not. I mean, I'll do it because that stuff's cool. But it's not gonna be like, and this is the perfect efficiency thingy. Cause yeah. Perfectly efficient design. Like, yeah, well, it works. Same with the ships. I'm gonna hopefully put something together that's not a box, not a flying box, and
LOL. Yeah, as long as it make what I need, I am good.
yeah. Q's not too bad. Yeah, it reminds me of this game Avorion, which is a single. Well, actually, it's not single player. It does have multiplayer, but it's sort of like a space open world. Build ships customized to your liking with voxels. So that's a little similarity. Not an MMO, but does have servers people can join. I was playing that this spring and saw some of the designs people had for that. I'm like, crazy. So if any of those design people get in here, there's gonna be some crazy ships. Even anyone from like space engineers, or there's gonna be some sick designs. And we wait. I put my little message back up about the queue. Is the game gonna close on me? Like, no. Good thing I wasn't flying. That's where they have like an emergency. There's an emergency something unit for your ship. So yeah, that's gonna be really important, especially during beta.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. I know a few that made massive capital ship in Empyrean. I can just imagine what they would do in here.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I wish I had those design ideas to make something cool, because then you can like start selling the ships and all of that, and become well known as like, oh yeah, this guy's designs, like that kind of stuff would be really cool. Right now, the niche that I like to kind of fit into is producing, like,
You can save the BP and open them up on Creative and just copy
you can
them.
just copy them. That's unfortunate for creators, but I kind of like to do like base materials, like T1 materials processed. Like, yeah, I craft this basic item that everybody freaking needs all the time, but it's like, it's just like T1. Like, that's kind of fun to me. providing like the important basic item. It's like it's not big money, but it's like bottom of the pyramid.
From that game to this, would still require to create from the copy.
Oh well, people are gonna create stuff and copies are gonna get yoinked. Guess it's okay in the end. Yeah, I want to at least do the mining tutorial. I know a little bit about it, surveying with the scanner, and then you dig and whatever. I think if you do the tutorials, you get money and maybe skill points. So, end of the day, I'm gonna do them all, I think, but I'm probably not gonna do them all this stream.
Yet, if the core blows, who claims can copy from their spoils?
Right, I heard about that. If the core is damaged, whoever can repair the core then owns the ship and everything that's built attached to the core. So, hardcore piracy is an option for people.
Yet.
Like, steal your whole ship. It'd be just like Eve. Don't fly what you can't afford to lose. So, fly it if I've got like 3 backup copies of the damn ship. Then be like, okay, I can fly this.
LOL, very true.
That's what happens. People get too big for their britches. They're like, well, I just need to take this crazy ship I bought and do XYZ, whether it's kill a bunch of stuff or go farm the item and come back and I'll have made profit. Yeah, that's when something gets you before you're able to get back with your profit. And then you're and you're donezo. You start back on the sanctuary moon. Bust you back down to sanctuary. Go back to digging in the dirt. That queue, though.
They will be fine, if they have backups.
Yep.
Tongue sticking out.
Yep. That's where it would pay to highly specialize. Kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to specialize with one character. The temptation is there to like sub another character and have that one like laser focused on something, but not doing that just yet. But maybe might do it. But it's kind of hard when you have one.
I learned you got to have backups of backups of backups.
Oh sure, yeah. Arc mentality will work here too. Yeah, and that even in building, like I was never a huge builder in Arc, but there's certain design philosophies in building structures in Arc to make them like, you know, have redundancies for when they get raided. And it's like, yeah, this part is honeycombed, so they break this wall, and it's still this wall standing, and there's all this stuff. And I'd like to see how those design philosophies work in the ships. A well-built
Always be willing to
battleship.
start from scratch, otherwise you're gonna be in for hell when you do lose everything.
Yeah. And you know, in that danger is, you know, appealing, because I mean, I like, for example, like roguelikes. You play a roguelike, you die, you're done. You know, and I've played hardcore on like Diablo 2 and some other games. And yeah, you die, you're done. Having that over your head is something. It's part of the experience. And also knowing that, hey, even if you do lose,
You play D2?
I used to. I haven't played it in a long time, but I used to play a lot of D2. I've never streamed it or anything. This was, you know, way back. Had
D3?
a hardcore viable character. D3. Yeah, I've played that. I don't play it often, but I enjoy playing it every now and then. Same with Grim Dawn. I played that more recently. Got like a hardcore necromancer guy.
Same.
Warlock. I forget what the class is, but a pet class. I enjoy pet classes. Yeah, we'll see how deeply I get pulled into this game. I do tend to kind of hop around. Like I'll play one thing and then I'll jump to something else. Even though recently
Hopefully connectivity gets better.
Yeah, for sure. But recently I've been putting in like 40 hours I put into a single game over multiple sessions, which is rare for me. Usually I have to like jump to a different game already. So wow, things are keeping my attention a little better. But yeah, I heard they were going to do something with the servers here this week. Heard it through the grapevine on some other stream.
Well, oh, forward to thousands of hours in here.
Yeah, you got thousands playing since alpha. When did they... Well, I know they've been in development since like what, 2016 or something. So yeah, I've only just heard of the game, like as I started seeing it streamed. That's when I heard about the game.
I did about 8,000 hours in Ark LOL.
Nice. I did a lot, but not that many. I think I'm just over like around 1,000 in Ark. And then I played Atlas. Did you play Atlas? I think I probably did about 1,000 in Atlas. 800 to 1,000 or something, I think. I don't have Steam open because it's resource. This game is so resource intensive, I found.
I dawed about 4 hours and deleted the game.
Oh wow. Atlas wasn't doing it for you. But did you buy it at launch? Because definitely at launch it was rough. Freaking servers were real rough. Yeah, it was rough at launch. Oh, I guess this one's off. Yeah, I enjoyed that game. I played it with my Ark friends actually, because I bought Ark at launch, which also was a little rough at launch. And like day one, I met random people because they said hi. I wasn't talking to anyone, and they were like, "Hello." I was like, "Hi," and then I ended up meeting the people I was playing Ark with. with them in Atlas as well a bit. I still like the game. It's going through changes right now, but that game's got potential, but it's got similar potential like this game has in terms of like shipbuilding, open world, the really the ship designing. I feel is a huge thing, like where you can have your personal design, or someone can have a design that's like, known for being good or whatever. And that is my phone.
Yeah, this game the potential to be the next best thing long term.
Yeah. Yeah, this has a ton of potential. They've already gotten this far. Like my friend was like, I'm on the fence because I asked him, have you heard of this game? Because he kind of likes same sort of thing. He likes sandbox. He played a lot of Ark. He likes the difficulty that something like this provides with the, you screw up and you you can start from zero. So I was like, hey, you heard of this game? And he's like, yeah, I've been watching it. And he's like, yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm not sure. I'm like, well, it's hitting all the notes. It's got your, it's already there. EVE Online meets, bit of Ark, bit of Kerbal Space Program, bit of Minecraft, like all the notes it's trying to hit, it's hitting them. So I'm like, I'm sold already.
It is, same I am too.
Even Factorio, which is like crazy when I heard that, like, oh yeah, the automating stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, even that level of stuff. You're flying your ship, you gotta maintain for gravity as you come in to land on a planet. You gotta like land properly. There's just all sorts of stuff that's like, wow. Fuel, you could be out of fuel and I guess be stranded at that point. Like, there are ways you can gimp yourself to damn near no return unless you get help. Hey, queue's almost up.
GTG will. Enjoy the rest of you stream.
Alright, Mika.
Smiley face.
Yeah, catch you later. Maybe we'll play some Diablo one time. Alright, see ya. Oh, it's loading.
Smiley face.
It's loading. It is time again. It is time. There's so much to learn. Like, it has a learning curve that's impressive. Kind of like EVE Online in that a similar learning curve. That's what I want. Actually, I want to see like copy designs from EVE start getting created here. That's very doable. That's gonna be cool when that starts happening. That aesthetic is gonna be sweet.
Look at the picture, lol.
Yeah, that looked like a whatchamacallit. That looked like a newbie ship, Caldari newbie ship.
That ship is from Eve.
Yeah, they I forget the name of it, but it
The Hawk.
definitely looked like that.
You can run by pressing the run modifier,
Here
but
we
you can
are.
also sprint at great speed by hovering above the ground thanks to your jetpack. Simply double tap the forward key. Try it now.
So about performance, is your performance like so rough? Or is it just my system is like not having it?
Very good. Now, let's walk to the other side of the parking lot. Great, we are now at the district's market. Let's actually
I'm
use
on
it to
30
buy a bit
FPS.
more fuel for our speeder. Head towards the waypoint and activate a market pod.
Gotta see what my FPS is actually. Maybe I can turn that on in here somewhere. I don't think it has. I'd have to have something running on top to check. Maybe it's just this area, because I mean this is where a bunch of people are. Oh. Thought it was up somewhere. Is it actually inside here? Hello.
This
Oh.
market pod interface is very similar to the nanomarket interface we have already seen. There are however some key differences, which we will get to shortly. For now, let's search for. Here again, you can see the different market orders for nitron fuel, with the current market's name appearing in orange. Since there are sell orders on this market for nitron, you will be able to go through the simplified instant buy option. Instant buy will pick the best offer on the market where you currently are, and is a very good method for beginners to easily buy something. Simply click on the local instant buy. Now, enter a quantity here, like 10 liters. Keep an eye on the proposed price to compare it to. When you are ready, simply confirm your purchase with the confirm button.
Proposed price down there, I guess.
Congratulations! You just acquired nitron. However, it will not go directly into your inventory. Instead, on the left side is your current inventory. On the right side is the
A lot of
market
stuff.
container's contents. Here you can see the nitron you just purchased. Note that if you want to put a sell order on something, you can simply drag and drop it from your inventory to the market container. A quicker option is to use the local instant sell window, that will try to get you the best price on offer on the local market. Now, to receive your fuel, simply drag and drop the nitron from the market container to your inventory.
I hope she's not upset I did it already. Let me advance the thing again. I beat her to it already. What's it? Shift page up.
On the right side is the market container's contents. Now,
No,
to receive your
down.
great. You are now an accomplished trader. When you are ready, you can close the market interface by. Before we go to the Institute Plaza, let's have a look at the connected surrogate VR station, just behind you. Follow the indicated waypoint.
I'm here. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe not.
I invite you to come back here at the end of this tutorial and activate any of these surrogate VR stations.
Oops.
You will be presented with a list of incredible sites to visit anywhere in Dual Universe through a remote-controlled robot. You can sort them by the number of
That
recent
frame
visitors
rate.
to see the most popular first. This is a great way to discover what is possible in Dual Universe. Let's now go in the direction of the plaza, but follow the waypoint to the district teleporters first.
Just needs optimization, right? Hopefully. I've got
In front
a...
of you are teleporters that grant you instant access to any of the 10 districts that are placed around the
He's
arch.
Iron Man. Oh, he's
Each
gone.
of these districts is identical to the one you are currently in, but Novians will start the game in any one of them at random. You can use these teleporters to quickly reach for a particular market, or to meet with friends on another district. Now, let's follow the waypoint to one of the most important places of this district, the Institute Plaza, just at the top of the stairs.
One of the most important place. I see you.
In front of you is a map of the plaza, with the different institutes around. There is an institute for each core activity in the game. Go and visit them after we are done. They are fantastic ways to discover the many possibilities
I'm gonna
that are
do them
offered
all.
to you. Also, each of them hosts teleporters to interactive tutorials for activities like mining, piloting, building, market operations, industry, etc. Note that this district is not unique. As we saw just before, there are 10 similar districts spread in close proximity to the ARC ship. We have visited the teleporters available between them and available near the market for convenience. Each Alioth district is also paired with a similar district on the Sanctuary Twin Moon. So, you will find plenty of opportunities to get back to the institutes and tutorials wherever you are. Finally,
Nice.
let's get to the last step of our introduction, the Twin Moon Shuttle service. Follow the waypoint.
Wish I could see the waypoint somewhere, like somewhere else, up top. Something that says turn right, turn left, whichever.
Now, make a left turn and follow the waypoint again.
Is that the shuttle? No, further.
Here we are. In front of you is a button that you will be able to use to call for a free Sanctuary Moon shuttle service. This shuttle will connect you to a similar district on the Sanctuary Twin Moon. I will guide you to get there as soon as this introduction is over, and claim a tile for yourself, using the Sanctuary Territory unit you collected earlier. Let's take a look at the shuttle, which is on your right.
Oh, that is the shuttle.
At this stage, you may not want to deploy your speeder blueprint. If you do it here, on Alioth, you will have to dismantle it before you can pocket it and eventually redeploy it again on the Sanctuary Twin Moon. To learn how to dismantle a speeder, you should go to the building tutorial in the Building Institute. You should rather keep your blueprint ready to deploy when you are on the Sanctuary Twin Moon, where you will undoubtedly need it to travel to a free tile before claiming it.
You know what
Remember,
I'm thinking?
to deploy your speeder blueprint, simply
Copy.
double-click on it in your inventory. Alright. That's it. You should now be prepared for the incredible adventure ahead of you. I will always be near you to help if you need. Remember to visit the tutorials, discover the beauty of the world with surrogate stations, and learn more about Dual Universe via the Codex and the Institutes.
Can learn some design philosophies from looking at this.
Just one more thing. I'll put some broad objectives for you in the upper left of the screen. These are suggestions of milestones to follow to properly build up your experience in Dual Universe, and they are very much recommended. Feel free to follow these at any time you feel ready, or to bypass them entirely. Check the objectives section of the map for more details on how to complete these objectives. From now on, I'll be much less directive with you on how to do things. The first of these milestones is for you to reach the Sanctuary Twin Moon. You can use the shuttle service right next to you. Safe travel, Novian. I'll see you there.
Do we Splitsville right away? Is there a university place on the moon, did she say? I guess I'll get the hell in. Maybe it'll be less laggy. Hello, lady. Or do you have to just press in order to go? Ah, take a seat and prepare. Okay. Damn, my system is chugging, huh? What the hell? It might be because of stream. I mean, I do stream with 2 PCs. But it could be the stream that's making my system chug a little more than usual. Like no other game I'm playing right now is so intensive. Like nothing else has made my machine like lag quite so much. Got like a Ryzen 1700 and a GTX 1660, I believe. So good enough for like medium to high quality on most games. Medium for sure. High on some, which is good enough for me usually. Epic on some, depends. But damn, not on this. Jesus.
Welcome on the Twin. Now, your next step is to try to locate a free tile on the map, get there and claim it. Try to find a tile not too far from a market, identified with the M icon. This will be useful later. To help you visualize the boundary of a tile in the 3D world, you can also press the Enhanced Visualization HUD key to toggle this display. Try it now.
Okay, yeah, the learning place is here as well. Cool. Try to like nod. I don't think it works. I don't think they can see your head move. Press V. Okay.
Excellent. You are now ready to go hunt for your free tile. It's probably also a good
The
time for
enhanced
you to
HUD.
deploy your speeder now, so that you can travel faster. If you want to do so, go in your inventory and double-click on the speeder blueprint, then deploy it in the world. Now, to proceed further, I'll be waiting until you have deployed your Sanctuary Territory unit.
Close to a market, huh? Whoops, 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 whoops. Is there one that looks not as populated? Look a little bit less populated? They all seem pretty pretty populated. What's this? I guess I just deploy the speeder and learn how to fly in all this lag. That's pretty simple. Is it broken? Looks broken. I'm sorry that happened to you. A lot of ships here. Added some wings. You're finally flying. Look at that. Wasting fuel. So that's all you need to add, huh? Just it's one of these like top, or a couple of those top wing thingies, and then it can fly at that point. Or do those already come on? Already come that way. I'm not sure. I guess I should deploy mine and I'll see. Stabilizer, yeah, okay, it already comes with stabilizers. Well, maybe it already can fly. Alright. Blueprint. Ah. I don't remember which one was which. At all. So, I guess we're just gonna grab one of them and speeder or racer. Double click it and then well, not equip, that's not gonna do anything. I thought she said double click it to place it in the world. Oh. Guess I hadn't double clicked it properly. Name. Doesn't really matter. There you go. Oh, okay.
Congratulations. You have successfully deployed your speeder blueprint. Now, the next step is to put fuel in the fuel tank. For this, simply open your inventory by pressing the inventory key. Great. Search the content of your inventory and look for the nitron fuel. Double-click on its icon to automatically equip the refuel tool and load it with nitron.
I think we better get out of the ship first. Wait, is that gonna do it? Hold F. Let's do it. I assume that's gonna get me out of here. Okay. Alright, and then POW.
Locate the fuel tank on the speeder. It's highlighted. Aim at it, and hold the left mouse button until you fill it entirely.
My first fuel up.
Excellent. You're ready to go explore. If you want to start piloting it, target your speeder seat, and activate it by holding the interaction button to start piloting the speeder. I will leave you on your own now. Enjoy exploring Dual Universe.
Also, you just do that. Bam. Controls. Up, down, C space. Brake control, stop engine. Raise speed, lower speed. Also, W does that just fine. So we can't fly yet. Huh. Oh wow, there's mineable rocks everywhere. I heard that you don't really want to mine the ones on the surface. It's better if you go digging. How far is this? Kinda far. Compass on screen, yeah. I have 5 hours of fuel, okay. It takes a while for things to load up. I heard they disabled collision of trees. We have 97 minutes of fuel. When piloting with the mouse control mode. Headed straight for that forest. It breaks really, really quickly. Wow, that's funny. Okay. It's like there are trees. No, there's no trees. Wait, no, yeah, there are trees. Damn, how long is it gonna take me to get there? Hold on. Is this worth doing? Am I going to take too long? We are moving at 200 kilometers an hour, and it's 50. It's not the fastest thing. It'll take some time. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. Oh, I really should be looking for the dragons. I shouldn't have placed this until I found what station they were closest to. The little corporation I joined. The streamer organization, rather, is what you call them. Yeah. Joined an organization. Can we hit cruise? Yeah, hit cruise control. I thought you said press control or alt rather to come off this mode. Oh well, we can do this. We can always just do this. Full throttle, boys. I should be careful also. No, it's going faster than it was now. Don't, I heard they disabled collision, but I don't want to test it out to be sure. That's okay. I had to choose the path that's filled with trees. Yeah, maybe they disabled collision because the trees like up here and disappear. That would be a good reason. People getting smashed up because things are glitchy. Not a good time. Yeah, this is my kind of area.
You go through trees now.
Nice. Yeah, I like it out here. It's nice and nobody here. Nobody's here.
Before, OMG, it was hard work.
Right. I'm sure it was. Wow, I like there's so much expansive land, like this game's legit. This game is legit. I am very happy with the decision to hop on. Got that 12 months. I can't imagine regretting it, except for getting blown up by players would be kind of the upsetting. Okay, that rock didn't do anything. That'll be the part that hurts. Getting blown up by other people would be kind of rough. But maybe I'll get blown up in ships I have backup copies of, and I won't feel the burn. And it'll just be like, oh, haha, okay, we lost that one. Let me hop in my next one.